Yah, law, statutes, and commandments, and she would know what not to do. She know this is wrong. So if you are out there committing this whoredom, I suggest you repent unto the Most High before you get destroyed. The nakedness of thy father's wife shall thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. That means that's his wife. He can uncover his wife, not his son uncover his wife, not his brother uncover his wife. All of that whoredom out here, oh, it's coming to an end. The Most High is on the way. Stop uncovering, repent, and stop this wickedness. Verse 9, the nakedness of thy sister. You know you're not supposed to have sexual relations or look at your sister, her nakedness through a peephole of a window door or a keyhole. How these peeping toms, as we call them in Babylon, are doing. That's wickedness. We've learned all of this wickedness from around about us, yo. Who's gonna stand up and return to the Most High? We can't do this. This is whoredom, and this is what led to my whoredom and promiscuous and all kind of things. Confounded madness, just destroyed. And it all starts right here with these holy scriptures, yo. And we got to return back to this. And while you can breathe and live, you better think about it and return to the Creator, because he's not far away. He's right here. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father. That means your father's daughter. You can't uncover her nakedness. Or daughter of thy mother. You can't do that. Whether she be born born at home or born abroad. Even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. You heard, yeah. He said don't do it. Obey the Most High. Verse 10. The nakedness of thy son's daughter or thy daughter's daughter. Even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. For theirs is thine own nakedness. Thine own nakedness. The nakedness of thy son's daughter or thy daughter's daughter. Even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. For theirs is thine own nakedness. It's not your nakedness. Leave people alone. Leave them alone. Leave these babies alone. Leave these women alone. And y'all cut this out and let's return back to Yah. Verse 11. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter. That means his wife's daughter, begotten of thy father. She is thy sister. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Now you can go study these here. Look at these commas, pause, thing, and study this here and do as it says. In other words, you ain't supposed to cover nobody's nakedness unless it's yours or your wife and your children, your sons and daughters as babies. You know, you're not supposed to go into your father's wife. You're not supposed to go into your children, your daughters. That's wickedness, and you're going to be destroyed. Thou shalt not, 12, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman. She's near to him. You can't uncover your father's sister. That's your auntie. You can't be looking at her in a nude and perverse way. That's nasty. Yah will destroy you. That's his kinsman. That's his near kinsman, the scripture said. 14. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. You shouldn't do that, Yah said. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thine aunt. You can't be looking at your auntie, man. And you can't even be looking at your uncle. You can't do this. This is wickedness, and we all out of line. That's why I'm not mad at nobody. I'm mad at myself for not knowing this law. But I was born into this here. I was born into religion. It's just a wicked way of life, and we want to call it good. And then your baby's getting molested. Your little girls, you're sending them to stay with your cousin and your aunties and your uncles and your cousins and your uncles over there, molesting the daughters and shutting them up for money and food and little things like that. Gift cards I seen on TV, man. This wickedness, yo, the Most High is on the way. This place is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. This is disgusting. This is disgusting to disobey this law right here. It's disgusting right here. So let's go back to 11. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Verse 12. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman. 13. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thine aunt. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. That's his wife. You leave her alone. You have no business having sexual pleasures with your brother's wife, yo. That's disgusting. Leave her alone. And she should be strong enough, and she should know better that that's nasty, not to have sexual pleasures with her husband's brother. That's not the way we do things here. And so now we have a nation of whoredom because everybody's doing everybody. Everybody's uncovering everybody's nakedness, and you wonder why the Most High is over here slaughtering your sons and daughters, using the police and using these. This is the Most High's doing. The Most High is slaughtering Israel. This is Yah doing it, and it's coming to an end real soon. 16. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. Again, it is thy brother's nakedness. That's his wife. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter, or her daughter's daughter, to uncover her nakedness. For they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness, beside the other in her lifetime. Wow. Boy, we've done all of this wickedness. We've been doing everybody. Sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, everybody just out of control here. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for her uncleanliness. Let's talk about that. Okay. Her uncleanliness, that means her menstrual cycle, her woman, her flowers. You can't have sex with a woman while you can't have sexual pleasures. This woman is on her menstruational or her period menstrual cycle. That's unclean, the Most High said, and we're gonna get into those things later. But when you can't come near her, you can't have sex with your husband while you're on your cycle. Sisters, you can't do that. Brothers, you can't touch her. This is unclean, the Most High said. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart, for her uncleanliness. So she's set apart for that. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife to defile thyself with her. Okay, I'm going to stop right there for a second. 20. I just did 20 of these. You cannot have sexual pleasures with your neighbor's wife. That's wickedness, yo. The Most High, we got away from this law, and we're a nation of Horde. I mean, that's why people laugh at us and they pick at us, and they do all these things to us Israelites. We're not African Americans, as I stated earlier. You are the holy children of Israel. And you're supposed to obey this law, which we didn't. So therefore, we were raped. We were molested. Yeah, it happened to me. It did. I'm surprised I made it this far with good mental stability, and it's only because of the Most High. I'm telling you now, yo, what a life of hell without this law. You can look back on it now and you can say, gross, ew. Never again will I leave my Creator. I'll always stay in this book, this way of life. It's just a way of life. People ask me, you from Jamaica? You from the island? I'm from right here in this slave captivity. Right here where you from over there. I wasn't born on that island. I was born on this island right here in America. And I was raised this way in religion, and it ruined me. It destroyed me. But some kind of way, the Most High stayed with me, and he was always there guiding me and directing me, and he brought me home. He woke me up one day. So now I can wake you up, and you can wake someone up. You please share these videos, and I don't care if you like it or not. You don't have to like it, but please share it. This is about the nation. This is about nation building. I'm up in the hood, and it's all good right here. This way the Creator set me, and this is where the work is being done right here. Okay, so I wanted to touch on that again, and I wanted to take you to Leviticus 19. And I want to tell you that if you start in verse 17 here, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. So I jumped over there to say that when you defile these laws and you break them, you're doing here Leviticus 17. You're causing sin. This sin was caused upon me, and it spiraled and led into a bunch of wickedness in my life. So if these laws would have been kept, then this here would be no need for this. But the law was broken. The law was broken. Thou shalt not do that, Yah said. Verse 18, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. That's Israel. That's your people. We're Israelites. We're not African Americans. They lied to you. It's coming out now. Thou shalt love. Let's look at this here real quick. Let's look at this here, because this is very important. This is where we are today. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yah. Ye shall keep my statutes. Okay, I just want to touch on that part. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So I jumped over to 19 from some of those sexual sins, unlawful sins, to say that when you love your brother as yourself, you don't go into his wife. When you love your brother as yourself, you don't go into his mother. When you love your brother as yourself, you don't go into his auntie, his children. You don't rape them. You don't do that. You don't suffer sin. And these things causes a lot of mental illnesses and mentally a lot of things in our minds. They mess up the children. This is what it does. This messes up the children. I don't know how I made it this far, only by the grace of the Most High and His mercy. Lamentations 3, that we are all here today, but that I'm here with understanding. You don't go into these people. You don't suffer sin upon them. They're your family. They're Israel. You have a law. You could take another wife. You could do it lawfully. You can. You can even take a wife. I guess of those when you take them into captivity. When we take those people, when we go and take the land or whatever is going to go down, as the Most High stated, everything about you is written in the Holy Scriptures. Your Old Testament, your Torah, Tanakh. If you start at Deuteronomy 28 and start at the curses 15 to 68, let's read some of that right now. So we can get an understanding of why we were molested, why we were raped as children, why sex trafficking and all of these things. It's all about sexual perversion. And let me tell you, the sexual perversion is here because in the spirit we commit adultery to the Most High, which is idolatry, by serving other gods like JC, ALLAH, BUDD, all of those idols around you that the other nations serve. We can't do that. We are Israel, and we are a set apart people. And we're to live and keep the Most High Yah laws, statutes, commandments, and we're to do them. Now, I'm going to flip real quick over here to Deuteronomy 18, so I could start you out on the curses or the blessing and where we are today, so you can go ahead and jump to this and study tonight before you go to bed. If you have any questions, please inbox me, Leah Yehuda Israel. Please inbox me. I'll help you the best I can. If I'll send you to the right person. Also, you have Elder Ezariah Israel. You can inbox him. He's very kind. He has a very sweet spirit, and he loves the daughters of Zion. He stands up for us. He really does. And he loves Israel, his nation. He's out there fighting every day. So please go to the inbox. If you have questions, you can inbox Elder Ezariah. You can inbox me, and I'll help you the best that I can, please. I'm not my husband, before he died, he was telling the nurses, my wife, my queen, she's a Bible scholar. I'm really not a Bible scholar. I just look and I just seek the Most High. And the Most High is giving me a little wisdom and having me to understand my life and to line it up. So my husband was happy and he was pleased before he left here. And I'm happy that he returned to the Most High. There was a lot of perversion going on, but he repented, and he made things right with his creator, I do believe. And I'm so happy for that. So please, Deuteronomy 28 reads, you have a blessing for obedience and you have the curse. And this is where we are today. We're in the curse of Deuteronomy 28, and we're just going to look at that here real quick so you can pick up and study on this here. Now let's read this real quick. So this is what's going to happen if you don't obey the Creator. But it shall come to pass. It shall come to pass. But it shall come to pass. That means it's going to happen. if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yah thy Elohim, to observe and to do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thy be in the city, cursed shall thy be in the field, and these are all the curses. Now let's go up here real quick to 14. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods and to serve them. Okay, so this is the root of this is the root of why I was molested and why I was raped as a child, a little girl. It's the curses. I was under a curse, a strong, deep curse that will last all of my life. I used to pray to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I didn't know that it was the Most High, but something was different about when I used to pray to this God. That things would happen, but I would go back into my sin, eating pork, eating crab, shrimp, going to church, calling on Jesus. I was confounded, all confused, but I give thanks to the Most High Yah that He never forgot me and that He remembered. And I thank you, Yah. I thank you, Jehovah. I thank you, Yah. I love you, Yah. I honor you, Yah. And I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to go into another video because I wanted to touch on those sexual sins. And I just want to play this here, and I want to play this for you, Israel. It's something that I wrote. I only have 3 songs. I have more. I need to go into the studio and record. And I'm going to do that as soon as the Most High opens the door for me to go. When He says, you can go into the studio and go ahead when the Spirit hits me. That's how I move. I move with the Spirit. When the Spirit says go, that's what I'm going to do. But I want to sing this song for you real quick. And then we're going to go on. I'm going to end this video. And I want you to think about these things that I've said. Think about it. Think about it. And return to your Creator. And love your Creator and keep His laws and His statutes and commandments. It's almost an hour now. Wow, praise Yah. I cleaned out my phone. It was having some issues. I wrote this song. It's a love song for Yah, and I recorded it in Ohio with Yah's 1 Cent Entertainment. Abba Yah, my brother out of Cincinnati. He does studio. He's very good. He paid for this for me. I love you, Abba Yah. You and Reggie, you're my brethrens. And please don't think any different of me, but mentally I've just been going through it. So I love y'all, and this is a song I wrote and I recorded it. I was living in a shelter out in Cincinnati, and Reggie came and picked me up, and he took me out to the studio. We go to AB house and record a little music, but AB actually paid for this up in the studio with Blacklight Studio. So please like and share the music. It's just a positive message. I wrote this it's a love song to Yah. I want to sing it for you, and then I'm just going to go ahead and end this. Ania Habatha means I love you, Yah. I love you so much, Yahweh. Such a wonderful journey returning back to you. It's a wonderful journey, guys. I wrote this little song for you, Yahweh. Yes. Ania Habatha, Yah. That means I love you, Yah. I love you, Yah. I'm not a singer. I just love Yah. I'm just going to be real. I love this beat, though. Got the kingdom, y'all. Got to wake up. Yes. Mighty powers, Yahweh. I love you, Yahweh. Just meditate on Yah. Thank you, Yahweh. That's my love song to Yah. You can share it. You can like it. You can sing it. I love you, Yah. I love you, Yah. I love you, Yah. I love you, Yah. I wrote this love song, and this to you, Yah. Yes, this is true, Yah, that there's only you, Yah. Had me confused, Yah, I didn't know what to do, Yah. Yes, this is true, Yah, now I sing for you, Yah. Yes, you're my king, Yah, I wear your ring, Yah. Laws, statutes, commandments, this is your thing, Yah. They wanna bling, Yah, they wanna sling, Yah. Forgetting everything righteous that is of you, Yah. We love you, Yah. I love you so much, Yahweh. Thank you, Yah. Thank you for forgiving me for my iniquity. Oh, thank you, Yah. I love you, Yahweh. Oh, I love you, Yahweh. Ani ahabadaya, Ani ahabadaya. I wrote this love song, it's just for you, yeah. I'm looking up at the skies, I see your beauty, yeah. They say I'm snooty, yeah. This is my duty, yeah. Ecclesiastes 12:1-3 is how we do it, yeah. You don't want deviance, you want obedience. Fearing you all the time is your demand, yeah. It's a command, yeah, right here in this land, yeah. This is your plan, yeah. It's how we make a stand, yeah. We'll take a stand, yeah. Will you forgive us, y'all? Forgive us, y'all. Have mercy, y'all. I love you, y'all. Ani ahabadaya. All praises, all honor, and all glory are to the mighty Yah Israel. Again, I wrote that song. It's a love song to Yah. That's a love song to Yah. And we have a lot of good Hebrew music up here that enlighten you and that will open you up in your mind and help you think and meditate on the Creator, because the only way you get into that kingdom is you have to wash all of that old man off of you, that old stuff, and you don't be ashamed. You're gonna be purified. You got to go through it. Isaiah 48. I think that's on the top of this one of the posts, yo. Afflictions, the furnace of affliction, yo. A child suffering like that, being bothered, these babies and little girls and boys being molested and sex trafficking, yo, that's a